Well, good afternoon from Lincoln, Montana still. I want to start out this video by saying, Michael, I don't know if you knew I was going to have a terrible night's sleep or if you knew that I was going to have a nightmare, what have you, but I did not sleep well last night. I did not get nearly enough rest at all, and I am drained still today and was trying to figure out whether or not I wanted to figure out staying here another night or what when I got the notification that you had sent me another $25 to my Cash App. So, sir, thank you for that. I am eternally grateful that this gives me a whole nother night to sit and rest and just recuperate a little more and go from here. And it was unexpected, and I am so grateful. Thank you, sir. Now, I have spent most of the day resting and editing my big 30-minute vlog update video that I'm going to post to YouTube later tonight before I go to bed. But I want to just quickly acknowledge the fact that yes, I said I had a nightmare, and I haven't had a nightmare in years. I don't even really dream. The fact that I had this nightmare and had such a recollection of the dream tells me that it means something. It's not necessarily something to be scared of, but there is a message behind it. But I am having trouble discerning what it is. So maybe if I tell you guys in the comments will be able to kind of help me figure out what is going on in my brain and why I had the dream that I did last night. Okay, so now what this dream was is where I am in the dream is I am in the basin of this massive canyon, and it's almost circular, not perfectly circular, but it's almost circular, and I'm down in the bottom of this canyon, and there seems to be really no way out of this canyon. There's no crevasse that I followed to get in here. I don't know how I got to the bottom of this canyon, but I'm there. And up at the top of this canyon, mind you, it's probably twilight, right, blue hour probably. And at the top of this canyon, there is this creature that is a cross between a Krillitane from Doctor Who, the bat, demonic creatures that he went to the school to figure out, and a Deathclaw from Fallout. And while I'm looking around trying to figure out where I'm at and how I'm going to get out of there, this creature up at the top of the canyon, probably 300 feet up, spots me down in the bottom of the canyon, raises its arms, and its big ass Deathclaw arms that also have big old wings attached to it, and lets out this howling screech that's like the combination of a gorilla yells and a banshee. I don't really know how to describe it, but it lets out this loud, blood-curdling scream as it sees me, and then seems to run in circles around the canyon a couple times at the top, like it's trying to figure out how to get down to me before it realizes, oh yeah, I have wings, and dive bombs me from the top of this canyon directly straight like the crow flies, beelined right for me, at which point, as it's coming at me, I kind of and wake up. And I didn't wake up in a cold sweat or anything, but I woke up completely alarmed, completely panicked. I knew it was a dream almost immediately when I woke up, but at the same time, I stayed awake for the next 2.5 hours because this dream had just put me so on edge. My ears and my mind were picking up every single sound going on around me outside. Birds in the trees, deer walking by, whatever it was. My brain was picking up on it and just listening to everything. So, that was the dream. Bizarre, weird dream. I have no idea what it means. My friend Lily said that maybe it's a survival thing and an isolation thing because I'm on this trip. But I don't feel like that is really the case because, one, I'm in constant communication with people unless I go through a dead zone. I'm constantly texting people like my sister and my brother, and I've got a bunch of friends that I've been keeping in contact with this whole time. So I don't really feel isolated even though I am alone besides this guy. And As for the survival thing, I used to run off a lot as a kid when I was 8 years old. My grandfather took me in and spend a lot of time in the woods. I would go and spend several days in the woods sometimes and just barely come home to just let my grandfather know that I was fine. And alongside that, growing up on the horse ranch that I did right next door to my grandfather's, I developed a whole tool set of survival skills that I carry with me today, and I've used a lot of them on the last 2 weeks of this journey. So I don't really feel that wasn't really resonating with me, is what I'm trying to say. I don't really feel like that was the message behind the dream. But other than that, I'm not really sure what the dream meant, but I have very vivid recollection, and it's now 7:33 at night that I'm finishing this video, and I can still very visibly in my mind see this whole dream. And if I had the ability to draw out and animate the whole thing, I could make it an animation just from what I saw in here in my brain. So any help you guys could give me would be fantastic. So yeah, because of that dream, I have just been resting today, and yesterday while I was here for the full day, I took advantage of it and I filmed, like I said, the whole long vlog that I'm going to post tonight on YouTube. And resting today, I've just been doing the finishing edits on that, and haven't done a whole lot else, aside from walking to the gas station to pull the cash to pay for tonight's overnight stay in the campsite again. So again, Michael, thank you, man. I can't put my hands together because one's holding the phone, but thank you, sir. It means a lot to me, and I really definitely needed this additional day of rest, especially after that dream. But tomorrow for sure we will be back on the road and headed into eastern Montana. So I will see you guys then.